The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Thursday, February 8th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's US based and available in 40 different states. Head to cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Use that promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Yes, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. And don't forget to enter our Super Bowl 58 props contest. Pick 58 Super Bowl props for a chance to win $1,000. Enter today for free at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/SB58. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/SB58. And remember, as always, to let it ride.
Hey, this is Pac-Man Jones. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Thursday, February 8th. Whew, currently just a fun night. I had bad beats. I had some amazing plays. Also had a horrible play or two. We're going to talk all about it as currently we are sweating out the California Golden Bears minus the number, a sellout in Berkeley, might I add, as the Golden Bears are up 9 at the 7-minute mark. I mean, a sellout in Berkeley. Unbelievable. Yeah, that hasn't happened since fucking the Grateful Dead came through back in '71. Yeah, we're going to talk all about it. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
I am healthy with a healthy dose of watching college hoops mixed with the college. I just did a college football ACC 2024 season preview episode for college football. College baseball is rolling along. Season starts soon. Go listen to the SEC win totals episode, the SEC preview, the Pac-12 preview, final year of the Pac-12. Get on in there. We got the ACC loaded up, ready to do there. And the Ryan and Rush show, the Big 12 college experience. This is just great platforms everywhere. Speaking of that platform, some of those platforms, give it up for my co-host here, former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Ryan and Rush show, host of the Big 12 college experience, which you should be subscribed to both of those. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, aka Moneyline Mac, aka Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. What's up?
Good night. Definitely a winning night. Got on the right side of a couple breaks for a change. It was nice to actually not be on the bad beat side, but a couple lucky beats, and boom. I think if need Cal to hold on here for us, so to have a really good night. So let's go Golden Bears.
Let's go with those Golden Bears. It's down to 6 though at the 6-minute mark.
I know. Damn.
Let's just jump right into it. I'm glad you guys talked me off potentially betting LaSalle because they gave up 102 points to St. Louis. What?
God.
What? What the fuck was this all year? Fran Dumfries is going to give up 102 to the Billikens. Shout out to Tommy B, youtube.com/the college experience. Tommy B tipping us $10, folks. We appreciate that. That always helps if you can. Yeah. I mean, Dude, I didn't see that. I mean, I thought St. Louis might win. I didn't think they score 102 points. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to talk you off this one. This was never a game. What the fuck, Fred Dunphy? What's wrong with this team, man? They've been a freaking Jekyll and Hyde, man. They're terrible.
Yeah, can't understand them. Winthrop drilled Charleston Southern. Picked that incorrectly, but didn't bet it. Bellarmine lost to Stetson. Thought that line stunk. Turns out Stetson's just better. And I knew they were better, but I thought it stunk. Didn't bet that, but we did bet this one. The Georgetown Hoyas cover the number. I mean, Georgetown was like, this was a close game for a lot of the way. Half of it, like down 3 or 4, maybe. Had it on the screen here, but nice win for the Pirates. Where are you at with Seton Hall now?
Dude, they're the like most quiet 8-4 conference team I've ever seen. Nobody talks about them, and I look up 8-4. What is that good for? Second in the Big East? No, third. I keep forgetting Marquette's on a win streak, so they're in third. Then you got Creighton Xavier 7-5. Then you got the St. John's Butler Providence 6-6 club, and then Villanova, who we'll talk about. So yeah, they're going to go dancing.
Yeah,
they're doing all of this. They're doing all of this really without Kaderi Richmond being 100% healthy.
Mm-hmm.
He played only 28 minutes tonight, and he hasn't really been playing many minutes in a lot of these games. He's their best player. He didn't play against DePaul in the last game prior to Georgetown, and I think he missed the Creighton and Providence game in their 3-game losing streak. So, I mean, just him playing at 75%, they were able to get across the line against Georgetown, and they destroyed DePaul without him. But like, this is a good freaking team.
Quiet, man.
Yeah.
Quiet.
At least DePaul is going to help me out with the St. John's bet, because Creighton's not. We're going to get to them later.
Yeah. I mean, it was a wild night in the Big Ten. I mean, the ending to the yeah. What did I say?
Big Ten too. Big Ten too.
Oh. Yeah, it was a wild night in the Big Ten too. Next up, good call here. I didn't bet this one. I think you might have. Asheville 86, High Point 81. Asheville was the right side. They were the better team all day, and they get it done.
Great game.
Player music. Pember went for only 13. If you would have told me Asheville would have won with Pember only scoring 13, I'd say no fucking way. No fucking way. But you got that dub. Nice win there. A huge win for Asheville and the Bulldogs there. Your thoughts on this one, man?
Yeah, so they split the season series. High Point finally loses a fucking game in league play. I mean, what was it? The nation's longest win streak headed into tonight. It's a shame this game wasn't on national TV.
Or on Friday, when there's only 3 games.
Speaking of which, I'm going to go to VCU Dayton. I didn't realize that was one of the 3 games, so I need to get that done and get over there to the Siegel Center Friday night. So, but anyway, I'm looking forward to the rubber match here in a couple weeks in the tournament, because you got the defending champs who are 8-2 in league play. Then you got High Point, who's new on the block. The tournament's at High Point, Colby. I don't know how they got that done.
How do they finagle that? What's going on here?
I know. I was like, what kind of bullshit is this?
That's cockamamie shit. They were horrible last year too. How did that? What?
They
have a big stadium.
And it might be like the Ivy League, because the Ivy League rotates hosts throughout the conference, so it might have just been High Points a year.
Unbelievable. We did double lock on the Buccaneers of East Tennessee State as they hold Wofford to 50 in the SoCon. 57-50. They get it done. We cash. Your thoughts on the Buccaneers taking down the Terriers?
Yeah, the Buccaneers, baby. Shout out to the chat for the nudge. We were hesitant here.
Yeah, this was a good chat play.
Yeah. Cheers. You guys get the credit for this one. I had to get in on my Buccaneers. Buccaneers are way better than the record, and this game always comes down to the wire. Good win for the Bucs.
I mean, did you see what Indiana State did to Valpo?
Yeah, not good.
40-point win. Indiana State has some. They have some real blowouts this year.
Yeah. Don't take the points against them in Terre Haute.
I just want to look at this. They opened the season with the 30-point win, but that was D2. Okay, they opened up their season against D1 competition with a loss to Bama, but after that, they beat IUPUI by 39. They beat Rice by 15.
Yep.
They beat Southern Illinois by 29. Held them to 48 points. They beat Northern Illinois by 23. They beat Southern Indiana by 44. I mean, they have some just gigantic. Tennessee State by 21. There's wins in here. 30-point win against Belmont. They have some true 40-point win against Valpo tonight. They have some true ass whoopings. This team. I mean, I can't wait to see how they do this year in the NCAA tournament. They're going to get an outright bid, right? They don't have to win the Valley. Oh, are we sold on that notion?
I am looking at their. Go ahead, Noah.
They have to avoid some potholes in the Valley. There are a couple. They did one tonight, for sure. But both Indiana State and Drake right now are in great position for at-large bids.
Yeah.
I mean, right now they have at Missouri State next. To me, there's only 2 sneaky road games left. Then home to Illinois State, then at the Salukis. That's the most challenging game left. Yep. At Valpo, I don't think that's challenging. They won by 40 tonight. Home to UIC, then at Evansville, and then home to Murray State. I mean, you're looking at worst to me, they lose to Missouri State and Southern Illinois, and they go in 25-4 or something like that. I did not see this good of a season coming. Unbelievable fucking season for the Sycamores.
They should be in. As long as, like Noah said, they avoid the bad loss because their net is 22.
Dude, so, and especially the way they've beat these teams. It reminds me of like fucking UNLV in 90. They're just destroying every team by 50 fucking points.
Yeah. Yep.
So I thought mid-January we had some people that really doubted. Conference play started early January, and I feel like they doubted my system plays. Colgate, BU. Colgate's laying 6.5. They win by 10. The system works, man. We've been doing this for 7 fucking years. The system works. Did you watch this one?
I did. I watched the end of it. It was like a 3-point game at the under 4 timeout. But hey, the Staples always make the free throw. So good job, Staples.
Part of the handicap. Part of the handicap. Yeah, nice win there. And then this is a bad play. How the fuck did George Mason blow this game? George Mason double locked by us. We both ate shit. They blew an 8-point halftime lead. Fucking losers. They out rebounded Loyola by 10. But guess what? They had 17 turnovers to the Ramblers 6. The difference in the game right there. I mean, they shot better from 3. They shot better and from free throw. Like, there's how do you lose this game? It's got to be the 17 turnovers. That's the difference. Points in the paint were similar. They blew a 12-point lead. They had a 12-point lead in this fucking game. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, man, they've lost 6 out of 8 now. 6 out of 8. They're in the fucking dump right now. But I mean, they lost at home. This was a great spot for them. This was a great spot. They should have fucking won this game, and they blew this game. So,
shout out to Julio Vila in the chat who gave us $20 super sticker. Appreciate you, Julio.
Appreciate you. Thank you, Julio.
There we go. I mean, Brian Cunningham's asking where the picks page is. Noah, can you link him or just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com, click college basketball picks or the SGPN app, which is free to download in the App Store and Google Play Store. St. Bonaventure. I should have bet St. Bonaventure. 79. UMass 73. Right. They always do this though. They did this the game before. Were they down by like 30 the game before and they come back, they win?
They did not cover until 2 seconds left. UMass led the whole fucking game. This is.
But I'm
brutal.
saying the Bonnies did this against, was it Richmond or it was VCU? The
Yeah,
VCU.
yeah, no,
they were
it was
down
like
the
identical.
whole game. Yeah.
Brutal. Great game though. For a college basketball fan, this is a fantastic game.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the A10 standings right now. So Dayton has a half game lead on Richmond. Richmond has that tiebreaker. Loyola is 1 game back. VCU 2 games back. The Bonnies now 4. I mean, Mason's kind of fell apart in conference play. You think Dayton's just got this in the bag or what?
No, I think I don't think Dayton's as good as everybody makes them out to be, especially when they hit the road. I'm going to be interested because, like you said, Dayton is probably the front runner. Richmond, all they've done is answer the bell time and time again. VCU's getting better, I feel like, under Odom. Loyola Chicago is sneaky, and the Bonnies and UMass have veteran coaches that always find a way to win games.
Loyola might come out of this, man. They're playing better.
I'll go Bonnies. I can see the Bonnies winning the tournament.
I can see them winning the tournament.
Bonnies or UMass.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with the culture and coaches. I love those 2 teams. They're
Bonnies
tough.
on the road though are a fucking tough team for me to pick.
But they're good in the conference tournament though.
They are
because it's in New York. I think it's still in New York, right?
No, I think it might be in DC now. I think it might be in DC. Am I crazy? I thought it was in DC last year. Let's talk about another one. Perfect night for Gardner Webb to take advantage of High Point's first loss in a year, and they blow it. They lose to Presbyterian 77-75. Big South. High Point now still has a 2.5 game lead despite the loss over Gardner Webb, as Asheville is now in the mix. I mean, that's a fun top of that league. Winthrop's in that mix too. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, this Gardner Webb's got to be kicking himself, man. That was a big time missed opportunity. You win this one, you're playing for first place at home on Saturday. So bad loss for them. Shout out to the Blue Hose.
Yes, and look, if you called 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE last night, I gave away 2 plays that I told you to take. One was foolish because Dave Paulson and Holy Cross got absolutely obliterated as they went to those leopards up there at the Kirby Vacuum Center. They got fucking destroyed. They lost by like 17 points. They were getting their ass kicked the whole night. Bad play by me. But the other one we'll talk about. Your thoughts on the leopards destroying the Crusaders?
Yeah, man, Lafayette just keeps on rolling in Patriot League play. Makes no sense. They had a couple step backs. Holy Cross is not very good. That's my other analysis.
I've had that analysis for 20 years.
Yeah.
How about this one? Look, I tried to warn you that there's one team that no matter what,
I hate both of these teams. They didn't cover the fucking over.
One team, no matter what, will collapse. Like, you could say what you want about each shit Pitt. They still have had, what they go to the Elite 8 one year in football. They won the national championship in the early 80s, I think it was. Yeah. They can have years they get up. There's another team that's just a complete fucking failure though. And that is the Pussy Pack of NC State. Pitt 67, the Pussy Pack 64.
Thank God I didn't bet this.
The Pitt Panthers come in there and they did what they did. They had an 8-point halftime lead. They had a 13-point lead at one point, and they can't be in. I understand. I don't know why the fans show up to see that misery in Raleigh. They do this in football and basketball, create a decent home environment, but they suck so bad. They're always counterfeit. Easy handicap. You thought each shit Pitt was on NC State's level. I'm here to tell you they're not. They're not.
They must suck ass.
They're a more respectable program in football, in basketball than NC State, and NC State belongs in that gutter where they are. Your thoughts?
I honestly barely watched this game. Maybe I boycotted. I'm like, I'm not watching this bullshit ass two bullshit programs. I'd rather watch the Big South, Missouri Valley, the Big East, and all those other leagues that were on. Fucking ACC's boring as hell watching those games. I fall asleep watching Pitt and NC State. That shit's awful.
I mean, at least the environment, like the ACC doesn't have many lit environments. This one gets kind of lit, but
when Carolina and Duke come to town, but the rest, I feel like it kind of sucks.
I'll give the Pussy Pack a little bit of credit. Like for a team that is always counterfeit, they show up better than some fan bases. You know what I mean? For a team that's always a pretender.
Always a pretender.
Yeah, they're always they're a pretender since they existed.
Fucking Pitt wins all their game on the road now. They don't win at home. They win all their road games. It's weird.
Yeah, and a great call by you. I didn't bet this, but I took this side. Michigan gets it done. People were giving a shit in the chat last night.
They're killing me.
Yeah, people were giving a
shit.
I didn't even like the play. I mean, Wisconsin had just lost. I thought it was a clear Wisconsin bounce back, but you know what? You want to know what my takeaway was from tonight?
That I'm the greatest?
I don't think this Michigan team is a very good team. How many times have we seen them collapse in the second half? However, in order to collapse in the second half, you have to have leads throughout the game, which this Michigan team has done against many of the Big Ten teams so far this season. Shout out to TVDBJ in the YouTube chat. He dropped the nugget that I was thinking of already of bringing onto the show. They are 9-1 against the spread and 8-2 straight up in the first half in Big Ten play this season. This isn't like Michigan fan. I'm wearing my Michigan t-shirt. Keep an eye on the Wolverines' long shot potential in the Big Ten tournament. They're going to be a double-digit seed. They're going to be a double-digit seed. All I'm saying is like they have led against many teams. I've seen them fall apart way too many times. Doug's going to play in the conference tournament, I think. I mean, the 6-game road suspension is going to be over. He had a great game tonight. And Terrace Reed in a bad matchup against Wall and Crowell had a great game too. Like Michigan, they're dead.
You can't win.
But they could get hot. Like
you can't win.
You want me to make a case for West Virginia to win the Big 12 tournament too?
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are both silly, and East Carolina has the best chance out of all three of them.
They all have about the same. Nada.
Oh, look at that We Believe shirt. Get out there, folks. They're all waiting for you. Put that thing on. Play a fucking high note. You're good. You're good. You want to talk about good?
Bieniek went from I cannot bet on this team ever to making a case for them.
We can win the Big Ten championship. You know, we've done it before. We've done it before. Glenn Rice. We had Glenn Rice. We won the Big Ten championship.
The one year the plane crashed, we were the 8 or 9 seed, and we made a run through the Big Ten tournament. We were hot.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
That was Beeline.
You're grasping
this is Howard.
We won it before. We'll do it to Glenn Rice. He fucked Sarah Palin. He fucked Sarah Palin at the Alaskan shootout back in '88.
The chat doesn't want anything to do with my Michigan long shot.
Who the hell does?
Says give Noah a drug test. The fuck is that?
The problem for you, Noah, is you would have to win fucking 5 games in 5 days. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I mean, there's always entertaining long shots, right? Like last year, it was Ohio State. You guys sprinkled. And I called you guys lunatics. So,
buddy,
they're going to be like the 12 seed in the conference tournament, and they could win a couple of games. Then you can hedge out of it, maybe. But there's no such thing as hedge with SGPN.
Look,
ride.
I like to think our chat is an educated bunch, and I think all of them
what's
are
this
saying,
guy smoking?
They're all saying.
The fuck is that? Shit.
Look, I mean, there's a serious. I'm half joking, half being serious. Like this team has played well for 30 minutes in a lot of these conference games, and then they fall apart. The reason for that is they lack depth. That's been my take from the very get-go. They've got 4 good Big Ten players. and then nobody they can trust.
You know, you can trust 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE, because what happened when you called that number? I did whiff on that holy cross play, but I knew there was money to be made out there in the Patriot League.
Oh yeah,
and we had a double lock here, but I do believe I said sprinkle. I think you went with me on this. I sprinkle the money line, and I want to say, if memory serves me correct, it was plus 390, 380, maybe even 400. Whew. It wasn't pretty. But the Greyhounds of Loyola, Maryland win outright against America. 44-43. Basketball is back, baby. Four corners, baby. That is a fucking play. All right. That's a fucking play. Had a winning night too. But that play set me way over. All right. Please, you don't need to thank me. Tip your bartenders. Do all that shit. You don't need to thank me. All right. What'd you make of this classic?
It was a beautiful game. I got to see the end of it. Some guy like fell over at the buzzer. He got like backflipped. It was great. Everybody go watch it. I was like, yeah, 44-43. Winner, chicken dinner. Hey, we'll take it.
I mean, I don't think a lot of other podcasts were saying Loyola, a team, by the way, that was what 3-19, I think, coming into the night, or maybe 4-19.
Yeah, but
I think they had 4 wins, but still a hell of.
Yes, going on the road. Had they won a road game this year? Let's double check this. Yes, they beat the Brown guys on November 11th. But besides that, they hadn't won a road game all year. Oh no, they won at Army. All right. So all right, maybe they're better on the road. Anyway, I didn't even know that one was not part of my handicap.
They actually might be better on the road because I think they got 2 non-D1 wins at home.
I think they are better on the road. Rivalry game, we were all over that, and yeah, I feel like we're the haters tonight on that play. Cleveland State IPFW was a good one. Didn't bet this game. Cleveland State wins 75-72. It's a good game. What are your thoughts on this Horizon League game?
Game was exactly like we thought it was going to be, a 3-point game. The Horizon's fun, man. Just kind of looking at a big picture right now.
I feel like it's up a little bit.
Oh,
this
100%.
year.
Yeah. You got Oakland and Green Bay leading the way at 10-3. Then you got Youngstown 9-4, Wright State 8-5, Milwaukee 7-5, Cleveland State 8-6. You got 6 teams, and Northern Kentucky's been the wagon in this conference. They're 6-6. Yeah. Crazy.
Same with Wright State. Wright State's been a wagon too, and they're in the middle of the pack.
Oh, and then you got the greatest team ever at 0-13, Detroit Mercy.
Somebody's got to lose.
Now we did give out a bad pick.
I locked up the Vikings. I had them plus 3.5 last night on the show.
Oh, Bieniek.
Play that music. Skull.
Thank
Skull.
you. Yeah. Almost timed that up.
We gave out a big lemon on the Furman Paladins as Mercer beat them down by 9. What is happening with these Paladins as they fall to 12-11? No, 12-12 on the season.
What's wrong with them?
I'm out. I'm out on them. They had a 6-point halftime lead too. I thought I was a genius. Your thoughts on them? You taking them? Are you out on them?
No, I'm not out on them. I still trust Bob Ritchie and company. Marcus Foster. I don't know. Maybe they're kind of just going through the motions right now, just because they know they got to win 3 games in 3 days in March, but definitely skidding here as of late on the road, and then they lost a tough one to Greensboro at home.
And then Bucknell, the Bison, go into Annapolis and say, "Fuck you, you bunch of sailors! All right, come be a Bison." They dominated them. 80-67. Actually, Navy had a halftime lead, but down the stretch they dominated.
They fucking folded. God damn.
I mean, how do you do that and lose by 13? How do you have that big of a swing at home?
Don't worry, the real
Real
academy came through.
That's true. We have another great play, but how about this play? This is one of my favorite endings. So we both locked up Villanova plus 3.5. One of my favorite endings you can get, because I was terrified. Villanova's down 3, like 20 seconds. They're bringing up the ball.
Don't shoot.
You're just like, fuck, they're going to miss and they're going to foul and we're going to lose on a free throw.
Yeah.
But instead, Villanova and Kyle Neptune dialed up a play where they just dribbled out the clock. down 3. No one shot the ball.
Didn't even look to shoot the ball.
Everyone was up on the 3-point line. This is where I can't defend Kyle Neptune. I know there are situations I thought maybe I could defend him. You got to have something done. Like, what are we doing here? You had 23 seconds or something. And okay, if everyone's at the 3-point line, then go for the quick 2 and foul. What are we doing? What are we fucking doing? You're just passing it back and forth, hot potato style. The clock just expires. It was just insane. Just insane to not shoot it and just take the L. It's like, you know what? It's okay. Your thoughts on the Wildcats in Villanova? The great cover for us.
Great, yeah. Cover. I was like, yeah. All right. Hey, are they going to shoot it? No. All right, nice.
I too live dangerously.
Yeah. So honestly, philosophy wise, it drives me fucking insane when teams do this. When there's 20 seconds left and we got to jack up a Hail Mary 3. Get the fucking quick 2 if they're taking away everything at the 3-point line. Set your defense, go for a steal. If not, foul, do it all over again.
Especially when you have that much time. Like, I can understand it if there's like 4 seconds or something. You're running up the court, you're trying to 6 seconds. You had 20. When did that start? 23 seconds or something? You're just like, no, we're just going to pass it around, try to shoot the 3. It's like fucking ridiculous. I would go crazy if I was a Nova fan.
I think you go for the 2 until 10 seconds.
Yeah.
When you get to 10, then you start looking at, well, sometimes you'll get fouled when you're
or at least try to penetrate for a 2 and then kick out.
Yeah.
They don't even try to do that. They're just like passing it around and they're fucking playing candy ass up there. Our top play of the night yesterday. So we did hit on Nova. I'll play our music. Villanova plus 3.5 cashes. Our biggest play, one of our biggest plays, at least at the end of the episode last night, we were all over the Auburn Tigers. Going into the jungle. God. Domination. Against the Tide. Roll Tide. 18-point win. I mean, you can just go ahead and say Bruce Pearl getting it done because I think he remembered last year and he knew that his team was gonna smash the Crimson Tide. Your thoughts?
Yeah, you think they had this one circled? They had lost 3 in a row to them. They fucked them up right from the get-go. I mean, it was statement made. The jungle was on fucking fire tonight. That was as loud I'd seen the jungle. Shout out to that fan base. They
were up 14 in like the first 6 minutes.
Yeah. Those games are so fucked up because both teams play at such a chaotic pace.
Yeah. Insane basketball.
It's like you could be up 10 and next thing you know you're down 6. It's like, what the fuck happened?
The wins kept coming for us. Davidson up there against CJ Sullivan's boys.
Staples.
And by the way, the Wildcat parlay. Boom. Nova. Davidson. I got to give you credit. You kind of talked me into that one. I wasn't 100% sold. I knew I was going to take him, but I wasn't going to pull the trigger until talk to you there. And I'll give you a little credit here. Again, you talked me into the Black Knights of Army as they go to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania and drill Lehigh 68-57. This was another strong money line. This is a strong ass offer for the clients out there at the Stabler Arena. This was something crazy. This was like plus 300 or something. I don't remember what it was, but yes. What'd you make of your Black Knights?
You know, fucking Noah's going to make a case for fucking Michigan winning the fucking Big Ten. I think it's time to talk a little Army. Army, 3-8, peaking at the right time. Maybe they could win the Patriot League and get to the dance for the first time ever. They've on a serious note, they've actually been feisty the last couple of weeks. Can't wait for Army Navy.
They're way better than they were in November. I'll tell you that.
Army Navy on Saturday at West Point. I'll be on Army.
I'm excited for that one. Excited for that one. Marshall got drilled at Troy. Glad we didn't bet that. Troy is just amazing at home. As what are they now? I feel like they're like 12-1 or 13-1 at home. Nice win for the Trojans. Upstate beat Longwood. What the fuck's wrong with Longwood, man?
What, 12-2? Now they're what, 14-13? Collapse. Fucking collapse.
Yes, and shout out to Nathan Cerna who said take the under in the Army Lehigh game. That cashed for him. Good handicap right fucking there. I mean, I think I said two of my favorite plays last night. I said Auburn, and then I said, no, if you want that one, I'll give you that one. But the other one is the tops of Western Kentucky. And I said sprinkle that money line. This Louisiana Tech bullshit out of here. 81-76. The tops get it done.
On the road too. Nice win.
Yes. They got culture there. That is culture. It's coach proof too. I feel like even with Stansbury, they were at a little bit of a low, but they still have like a good home. They're a good basketball program. Your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, and it started slow, and I'm like, oh my god, are we walking into another bullshit ass Louisiana Tech? But yeah, I mean, Lutz is doing a good job there in year number one. They're going to be feisty in the tournament. Maybe, like you said, they get over the hump because Stansbury's not coaching them.
Yeah, he's at Memphis. You noticed that too? Can we talk about that? Stansbury was not at Memphis last year. Memphis is looking pretty good. Probably should have beat Florida Atlantic and went to the Final Four.
He's so ass.
This year, Stansbury comes to Memphis. Memphis has been a goddamn train wreck.
Lock up Temple tomorrow. This fucking Memphis. They're so bad. It's Stansbury.
Syracuse. Woo. Syracuse. They escape with a 2-point win against Louisville. You gave up 92 to Louisville. Has Louisville all of a sudden found their offense? I'm just they have 103 the game before, 101, and then 92 tonight. What the hell is happening here?
Is Louisville gonna fuck around and make like the ACC semifinals and fuck up all the bubble teams?
Where did this offense come from? I watched games earlier in the year. Unbelievable. Tennessee laid it on LSU. Didn't touch that game. Nice win for the Vols. Wichita drilled UTSA. I'm glad I didn't bet that. I was thinking about taking UTSA plus the points. Monroe covers against Coastal. And then Drake in Southern Illinois in a fucking good one. Drake wins by 4. I was on the Salukis. I got the cover here. I think you locked up Drake, didn't you, buddy?
I did. I went back on the bounce back. This was a great game. This is a bad pick by me because it really – I thought maybe I was going to fucking backdoor the shit out of this, but yeah, this is a great game. This was a Missouri Valley game. This is great.
Yeah, Valley's always so great. South Alabama drilled Georgia Southern. I would have gotten this wrong had I been asked to bet this. But the Heart Attack Bowl, Southern Miss covers the 4.5. Woo, a little sweaty in Hattiesburg. So they win by 5 against Old Dominion.
We both won.
Yeah.
I won ODU. I bet ODU 5.5.
You sandbagging son of a bitch. Here I wanted to talk shit. All right. Yeah, we both won. Now we can talk more shit to the world. I was looking forward to talking shit to you though, but we both struck out right here as Illinois State loses at home to UIC. What
the fuck is Illinois State doing? Come on.
You can't give this one up to UIC.
They're done.
Unbelievable.
That's it.
I was pretty shocked by this outcome. Georgia State went to the Raging Cajuns, won by 9. That might be game ball worthy because I did not see that one coming. Yeah. Your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of this. Georgia State. I mean, you know me. I like Georgia Southern and Georgia State. I think they're better than their records. This is a big win at Louisiana at that dome. It's a hard place to win at.
Yeah. So this next one's going to be a little tough for me because JMU was up. I don't even remember. 20, 18, 16, something like that. How the fuck did they not cover this fucking game? They were laying 4.5. Arkansas State loses by 4. This is it's rigged. It's rigged.
Did you see how it ended?
These fake ass Red Wolves. No, I was doing the ACC show. So what happened?
It's gonna kill you. They were down 6. They shot at 3. Miss. Guy for Arkansas State lays it in at the buzzer, a layup to lose by 4.
Oh my god!
I was like, yes, finally.
It's moments like that where you're like, what am I doing with my life? Betting these fucking fictional fucking animals.
Yeah,
these fictional fucking animals. You battled me on this, didn't you?
I did, but you know what? So this goes back to our point, though. Arkansas State never shot a 3 in their whole comeback. They kept driving the ball and taking the layup, and JMU kept missing their front ends of the 1-and-1. So that's how they got back in the game. Is JMU just missed their fucking free throws? Yeah. But it just showed you don't just jack up fucking threes, man. I mean, get back in the game, take the layups. Shit, they almost got all the way back when they had no business. Very lucky win by.
It's a big night for JMU, and I'll talk about that in a second. But how about the Purple Aces? Oh my God. Evansville 73, Bradley 70. This is the first time Evansville's beaten Bradley in 9 tries. What?
Thank God. Hey, we almost bet Bradley too, and we're like, no. This could be bad. I didn't think they're gonna lose.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd lose outright.
My God.
I know you hit on North Texas against Tulsa. I did not, follow you on this one, but nice win for the Mean Green. They were due. And then Belmont took down Murray State. Why did we not bet Belmont? We took Belmont.
We said Prince Walk last night. I didn't know if you ended up coming on it.
I did not, but I did come down to where the fuck is Northern Iowa? Cedar Falls.
Yep.
Double lock, Northern Iowa. We love this play as they get it done against Missouri State. Culture.
That was triple lock last night.
Triple lock. I'm sorry, buddy.
You're good.
I can't remember anything. So, it's okay.
And no, you don't have God's eye, but you're going to want to watch that Murray Belmont game tomorrow. I know you're doing football. Just those two teams, whenever they play back to their OVC days and then now the Missouri, it's always a fucking great game. Great crowd, back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love the Valley, man.
It's fucking unbelievable. The new rivalries. It's great. Great
expansion, too. And they lost Loyola and they lost Wichita. They went out and they used to have Creighton back in the day.
They're like the mini Big 12 in terms of like great, they got the old rivalries, but then they're bringing in these new teams that are making it better and better.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
SMU drilled Rice, buddy. Sorry about you. See, I told you didn't want me to. No, you did bet this, didn't you?
I did. I had to bet the Rice guys. Fuck SMU. I've been making money fading them. Rice was in this game in the second half, and then I think SMU went on a 22-0 run. I said, all right, I've had enough of these Rice guys, and I turned it off.
And Gonzaga won by 32 against Portland. Glad I didn't bet that, but let's talk about this game for a second because Texas State pulled the upset against App State. Oh wow,
we should have bet Texas State.
We both took Texas State. We knew that line stunk.
Yeah.
How the fuck were they on that? How the fuck was Vegas on that one? Because if you watch Texas State now, look, years past, I've watched a decent amount of Texas State basketball. I kind of like their teams of the past, but all of a sudden, Texas State has won 3 in a row. What the fuck? They look like ass when I watched them this year. But what that did with App State losing and JMU winning, even though App State's beaten JMU twice, now it is down to a 1-game lead. Yes, Troy is also 10-2 in first place too. Why? You know what's up too? We were talking about the Horizon League being up. Sunbelt is up, man. Yep. Sunbelt is up. Huge win.
In coaches. They got good coaches in that league.
Yeah, they really did. Yeah. Huge win for the Bobcats.
App State has Toledo next, so nice bounce back spot. Good victory to cancel out
Toledo or Akron.
App State.
They have Toledo or Toledo. Who's Akron?
Toledo. It's a good question. I can look.
Akron has JMU.
Okay. Yeah. I get them confused. So we had a C note, or at least I had a C note on the Creighton Blue Jays. These fucking cowards. I hate this Creighton team. Did I tell you that?
It's a great game.
Yeah, awesome environment there.
Yeah,
for the Friars of Providence, and what a win for the Friars, as they needed that one. I know they had the Georgetown one, not long ago, but at this point, you got to think Providence is probably going to get in, right?
Yeah.
Devin Carter had a huge game. Yeah, continue. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, the fucking moon ball he made, fucking onions. Oh my God,
unbelievable.
I couldn't believe he took it. I go, oh my God, we're gonna cover with this Creighton game. Unbelievable. Fantastic game. I'm pissed that I faded the dunk with you as well. But I mean, Creighton was on a back-to-back. They're coming off the loss. Providence, I don't think that they're as good, but they find ways in that fucking building, man. Magic happens. They pull this one out of their ass. Yeah, Providence is going to be that team. Yeah, here we go. Providence, Cincinnati, and Dayton first four.
Yeah.
That's such a first four game. Cincinnati versus Providence. I'm calling my shot right now.
And shout out to Mark Augusta, who tagged us. I don't know if you saw. He tagged us. That was a lit ass environment, and he's saying they need a game ball tonight. So he's making his case. I like this thing we're starting. All right, if you're going to any of these games, folks, if you're going to any of these games, and you're at the games, do a little video. Tag us in there on social and say your team deserves a game ball. What's up, Noah?
Providence Cincy would be a slugfest.
It'd be great.
First
It'd
four.
be great.
I'd be on Cincy. I don't know if Providence on the road.
Yeah. And
like
the game
not the road, but like neutral. Yeah, obviously. Decided to ride with Georgia plus 8.5. That ain't shit. As Mississippi State wins by 13. Mississippi State was the more desperate team, I think. They needed that one. Right now, the SEC standings, we have a 3-way tie at the top. Bama, South Carolina, and Auburn. Remember Bama talked that shit to South Carolina? Like, you don't know anything about winning SEC championships. They're tied right now. Tennessee's right on that ass. Half a game back. And then you got the Wildcats of Kentucky and Texas A&M and Florida. Did you foresee? I mean, let's talk about Mississippi State for a second and Georgia. Can any of these teams get to the dance? Can any of those two teams get to the dance?
Yeah, I think Mississippi State can. They did the exact same shit last year where they started SEC play and it was fucking a dud. I looked up today. I'm like, I should have bet Mississippi State. I'm kind of kicking myself because they were 3-6. They had to have this game. Mississippi State will be in that fucking playing game too, or they'll be an 11 seed. They're right in that range.
Their next four are interesting. They're at Missouri, home to Arkansas. Yeah, if they got to get through the Missouri game, because after that they're home to Arkansas and home to Ole Miss in the revenge Egg Bowl game, and then at LSU. Like really, all four are winnable games.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. 3-1 would be a great way to come out of there, and then they host the Kentucky Wildcats in Stark Vegas. Opportunities there. Notre Dame.
Can we please somehow get a 6-11 Mississippi State versus Iowa State NCAA tournament? Just a total fucking first one to fucking 40 wins.
Rock fight. Yes.
Yeah.
Notre Dame did not cover for you.
Oh, fucking Duke.
By a half a point.
Yeah, they fouled Duke, and Duke made 2 free. I was like, fuck you, Duke.
But Eastern Kentucky came through for us.
Yes, they did.
Oh, my God. The Sweat. 8-point win, laying 7.5. Colonels get it done. And Noah, show up here for a second. It turns out Evanston's the hardest place to play in America, as Nebraska gets just absolutely pummeled in this bullshit arena.
Dude, they're fucking Northwestern's.
I love how he tried to. My favorite part about last night's show, he tried to diss Northwestern by calling it Cameron Indoor. It's basically Cameron Indoor Jr., designed to be that way. I thought it was hilarious.
They have a long way. They do have a long way to go to Cameron Indoor.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, Chris Collins
Those fucking four-eyed pussies are fucking rocking in the student section.
How did they survive the flying squirrel? The baseball coach, football coach got fired. Can we get a 30 for 30 on how the fuck the basketball team didn't have anything to do with the flying squirrel?
The basketball team was good enough. They got into the NCAA
and it was the off season. Both. They broke
the tournament drought.
They're not pounding fucking Miller Lights or whatever. They're pounding fucking IPAs and fucking those private school.
But dude, they came for the baseball team. The baseball team got hit on the flying squirrel. Yeah. Like I want to say it was like the wrestling. They came for like 3 or 4 of their athletic programs. Basketball scot free? No. Come on.
I mean, the baseball one, Northwestern's been in the basement for a little bit. That was an easy way to just get them out of there. But
poor coach. Coach, you look, I know you've struggled the past couple of years, but tell me what you know about the flying squirrel. what are you talking about? We're gonna get rid of you. We know you had something to do with the flying squirrel. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway,
they're gonna go dancing again.
They are. They for sure.
I had Northwestern surprising. I don't know exactly where I had them in the Big Ten, but I was high on them.
Where do we put Chris Collins in terms of coaches in the Big Ten?
He's a good coach, man. He's a good coach.
I mean, for him to be doing what he's doing at Northwestern, like over the tenure, Northwestern was a dump when he got there. They never made the tournament until he got there.
I know. I remember that meme of the kid crying, the little private school pussy. That's a future private school pussy.
Paint Underwood guard, then Fran for just bringing in top tier talent to Iowa City. Rob can say whatever he wants about Fran, but I mean, to get a couple of lottery picks into Iowa, that's a hell of a job. Izzo, can't forget about him.
Would Chris Collins leave for Ohio State?
Ooh. Yeah, I would.
Yeah. I would too.
I would be dumb not to.
Yeah, that's a good fucking name.
Yeah, great name. They're in 4th place right now.
Yeah, I would fucking run there. Talking about
shout out to Charles Walker, who just inspired me to consume. Let's go. All right, we got Indiana Jones here.
Dundee doesn't have to, kind of pay attention, make sure he doesn't get too drunk on the shows in case there was an emergency. Kid's born now. Now he can have some fun again.
Yeah.
No emergency late night drives during the show.
I ran out of vodka. I had to go back to old James.
White Tiger gets full ride to any private school. Does Colby let him go?
No. Look, let me tell you something. White Tiger's gonna know that it's not gonna be attractive. You know what I mean? It's just, you're gonna have
see that
degree.
collar around their shirt.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Dad. But I can get a job making $500K out of college. You don't want that job. That job is gonna destroy your soul. All right. You're gonna be walking around. You're gonna be, sticking your head up some other guy's ass, and you're just stuck with it. You know what I mean? You're stuck with it. So, White Tiger, relax, sleep, White Tiger.
The sleep at the end of one of those videos was fucking hilarious. I felt that one. Sleep. Meanwhile, I'm still awake at like 5 a.m. Colby's out retweeting shit. I'm like, oh, he's awake now.
Clark's cracking me up. White Tiger's going to Sierra Canyon, he says. I'm glad I didn't follow you on this one because I think you locked up Missouri as Texas A&M beat the piss out of them, 79-60. Dennis Gates, my guy Dennis Gates, having a tough year.
Bro, what happened to them? They weren't bad in the non-con.
Yeah, you're right.
Or maybe they just beat Pitt. And,
Caleb Grill is in that locker room.
Yeah, you're right. There may be some bad apples, like these sour apples in there. It's single-handedly Pitt if they want to fucking make a case for the tournament. This fucking Missouri fucking loss that they have is not aging well. In Minnesota, the fact that Minnesota lost to them.
Yeah.
They're 0-10 in SEC play.
It's insane.
That was one of the two, good-ish teams that Minnesota played in non-con, too.
They're not going to fire Dennis Gates. No way. They made the tournament last year.
Next year.
No, one more year for sure.
Again next year, though, yeah.
We being a couple sharps. We're on the UCLA Bruins. This Stanford bullshit out of here. Can I, guys? Is UCLA going to go to the NCAA tournament?
They're going to win the Pac-12 tournament.
I think they are. I think they're playing better than anybody on a neutral. I mean,
they're making shots. They're fucking making. They're fucking making some threes finally.
12-11 now. Got that winning record. And then fuck you, Loyola Marymount.
Hey, real quick, fucking Bill Walden's doing the Cal and USC game, and he goes, if you have a winning record in the Conference of Champions, you will go dancing. And UCLA, you didn't think that was possible 2 weeks ago. And I go, Bill, don't fucking try and sprinkle some UCLA at large fucking fairy dust. They lost to fucking Northridge and every other team a couple weeks ago. They got to win the Pac-12 tournament.
I mean, they still get Arizona once, right?
Yeah, they got to win the tournament just because they've buried themselves, but they should have won at Arizona. That's their only loss in the last.
They would have to. So wait, if they win out, 8 games left. One of those would be against Arizona. One of them against Washington State, who actually might make the tournament. One against Colorado. One against Utah. I mean, I think I'm with you, but maybe if they win out, they would be 19-11 heading into the Pac-12 championship.
Maybe if you win the Pac-12
tournament
game and then get to the final and get to the final.
Yeah.
They're playing good ball though. That's the bottom line. Yeah.
They are. Loyola Marymount, I hate you. I really fucking hate you.
They fucking suck.
They suck, dude. Bunch of losers. Bunch of fucking losers. As San Diego, I piss away $100 there, but we both cashed in on the California Golden Bears. It got sweaty. $4 a meat went for like 15 and 20 as the Golden Bears win 83-77 against USC. Your thoughts on those outcomes there, or the Cal one specifically, is what is our Pac-12 race right now? It is Arizona has a 1-game lead on Oregon and Washington State. UCLA is 1.5 games back. After that, Utah and Colorado are 2 games back. Me and Noah did the Pac-12 episode, and we thought the Pac-12 was up. I'm going to disagree with my preseason assessment.
Mac was on that show too.
I was.
Oh, were you on it?
Oregon. I took Oregon. They may win it.
No, yeah. I'm just saying that we thought it was up.
They're 2 games behind Arizona, or 1
I'm just
game.
saying.
Sorry.
I'm just saying the conference isn't that good this year. I thought they were going to be better this year.
No offense to Wazoo, but Washington State's in second. That's the definition of this conference right now.
Let's go Cougs. Let's win this fucking thing.
Yeah, last year.
What is it?
You got 1 year as a power conference team. We were all talking about maybe Tinkle pulling off some tournament magic. Start rooting for
Kyle Smith. Let's go. Game balls. Let's fire away. Top game ball to me is let's go UNC Asheville. You ruined that ridiculous win streak for High Point. That's my top game ball. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go the Dunk. Unbelievable win. Probably what are they overall? Providence overall is 15-8. They got 8 games remaining. If they can just go 4-4, I think they're gonna get to Dayton and get back dancing in year number 1 of the Kim English era. So Providence game ball for me.
Love it. My second game ball is going to be the Tops. Go down to Ruston, Louisiana. Everyone's talking about La Tech. Get this bullshit out of here. All right. Tops win 81-76. Money line play. Boom. Second game ball for you.
Michigan. I mean, get it done again. Get it done against Wisconsin. The top 10 win. Making me look like a prophet over here. Go blue. Michigan. Game ball. They for some reason they give Wisconsin fits in that rivalry.
Yeah, they do. My final game ball, a little tricky here, but give me Texas State. Won 3 in a row, won 4 in a row now. Just knocked off the number 1 seed right now in the Sun Belt. Are they building something? It's easy to see that tide turn. I could have gone to Evansville. I left that out there for you if you want to hit that one, but it's up to you. Final game ball.
I thought about it, but I think we should go to the Patriot League. We had a double-digit dog. The Greyhounds get it done on the road at American.
Fantastic. Loyal.
44-43. Basketball is back.
Absolutely beautiful. All right, folks. Look, before we get to tomorrow's large slate, I want to tell you, the college basketball experience is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Looking for a super offer for Super Bowl 58? DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered. New customers can bet on the big game and turn $5 into $200 instantly in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use that promo code SGP. New customers once again can bet $5, get $200 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 58 with the promo code SGP. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In West Virginia, call www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 888-78-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 after issuance. cdkng.com/football for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Whew. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Look, Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL, NBA, NHL, college football, and you better believe they got college hoops. We talk about it all the time on this very show. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. You can win 100 times the amount of money you enter with some of their spicy plays. So what are you doing, folks? Sign up. And when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. Once again, Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. Noah, what are we looking at for tomorrow, man?
All right, so a couple of ugly teams being offered right now so far. You can get either player projections on Arizona Utah game or Iowa and Penn State. I don't like much currently. I'm going to take you to a strictly matchup play. Utah hosting Arizona. Arizona typically plays a little bit worse on the road in conference play. Utah is one of the toughest places to play in the Pac-12. And also, Utah shoots the most three-pointers in the conference. Arizona allows the 11th most three-pointers taken in conference play. Opponents shooting at 37.3% from deep. Give me Gabe Madsen. I mean, he's been a guy that I've highlighted once or twice in this article series. SportsGamblingPodcast.com, daily underdog fantasy picks. Give me Gabe Madsen's higher than 12.5 points. He's shooting 42.5% from three. It's a nice matchup. Not super confident in the play. Check the article in the morning. There might be a couple of other games starting to get offered. That's when I plan to write it, hopefully, for more options. So, yeah, Madsen higher than 12.5 points.
There we go, folks. Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back talking college basketball for Thursday, February 8th. We start off with the banger. Chattanooga Mocs are heading in to, what the hell's the name of the stadium again? Cameron Hall to take on VMI. Do you remember what happened, say January 11th, where we thought VMI would cover?
I talked you off it. Remember? I said he runs it up against his former team.
They lost by 48 that game. VMI is 1-9 their last 10. That one win, they did storm the court. Noteworthy. They're 4-19 overall. 15.5 is a big number, but lay it with the Mocs. What are you doing here?
I think Chattanooga actually might be fringe lock worthy. I mean, ever since Grant got there, you look at it, they've won by what? 48, 30, 20. And then all right, only 7 on the other time. I'll just lay it, but I'm not gonna fuck it. I'm not
no lock.
Too many games.
Albany is at the golf course of Binghamton.
Ugh.
I'm laying it with 1.5 with Binghamton. Let's go.
I'll go Albany. I think Albany's better.
Milwaukee is catching 8.5 at the Ice Chest against Youngstown State. The Ice House, they call it. This line a little stinky to you?
You think it should be lower?
Yeah.
I think Youngstown gets a lot of credit at home because they're 11-1, but
They've also got one of the most lit home atmospheres on the horizon, too. Milwaukee hasn't really been that great. I actually think the line's pretty good. This is right where the cocktail napkin had it.
Cocktail napkin.
Give me the points.
I like the points. They are coming off a loss back to back, coming back home. I'll lock up Milwaukee. I like him here.
All right, let's go.
I think it's a ball game. I think it's a game.
Let's go, Panthers.
Let's
go, Lundy.
Playing better. Youngstown wins by 4.
I mean, you might be able to talk me into a lock here. Monmouth's laying 8 against William & Mary.
Oh God.
I'm on Monmouth, and the main reason why I think this might be a good spot is Monmouth is coming off a loss to Delaware. And I believe they've lost. No, actually, okay.
No.
They beat Hofstra. I thought they lost 2 of 3. I'm still laying the 8. I might bet this tomorrow. Picks page.
I'm gonna go Bill Mary. I think it's a tad too high. Noah?
I'm willing to give you a push on Monmouth here. Cocktail Napkin has -14. So Monmouth loves the 3 ball, 42nd in the nation from deep, 36.7%. William & Mary can't defend that very well. 280th. That's your matchup handicap here.
Monmouth's 9-1 at home. I'll sign up for it.
Yeah,
Let's go,
but
Noah.
I mean, we're talking about spread too. So
true.
Against bottom 300 teams at home, they haven't covered this number at home. They're 0-2 against.
He didn't sell you.
You know what's a great angle is William & Mary won their last road game against Northeastern. I'm loading up on the Hawks. Lay the points. Let's go.
Cocktail Napkin loves these fucking Thursdays. There's going to be plenty of plays on the board. I'll hold off. This is a picks page lock.
Now let me tell you something. I've peeked at the lines. I've gone through the game. There are some lines on this slate that fucking stink to high heaven.
Each week, Thursdays are my best day, or just the most options that get spit out by the Cocktail Napkin. I'll say that.
My God.
So plenty of options as we go through this slate here.
Speaking of options, I want to do you a favor. Pick Dundee. 1-800 Pick Dundee. How the fuck are the fucking Sharks getting 11 points? They're plus 425 on the money line. Let me tell you right there. 425 on the money line. The Merrimack Warriors come out to play. No, they're not coming out to play tomorrow because the fucking Sharks are going to be biting. They're going to be swimming heavy. And the Warriors are going to be drowning in the fucking waters of Long Island. So give me the Sharks plus 11. Lock it up. You can bet your fucking savings on this one. Call your sister. Call your mother. Call your friends. Get them on this game. They'll thank you later. Let me tell you right now, the fucking Sharks are not only covering the 11, they're live to win the game. You got my word. I swear on my second cousin. All right, let me tell you that right now. What are you doing here?
I'm taking Merrimack. I'm not taking Long Island here. I'll battle you. Give me Merrimack.
Yeah.
You're going to fuck them up. You just won.
You don't know about a fucking shock. All right.
They're fucking drunker than hell still from that win against St. Francis.
So Merrimack's riding high. 4-game winning streak coming into this.
That's what I'm saying.
The last 2 games they won. The last 2 road games they won by double digits. At Wagner, at St. Francis. This is Long Island. The fucking Sharks. Cocktail Napkin spit it out plus 6.5.
Oh,
Colby's very confident here. LIU only wins home games. I mean, they have a home win against St. Francis, home win against Stonehill, home win against Wagner. I'm not saying they're live. I'm just saying double digits is
come swim with the Sharks, Bieniek.
Too many points.
Let me tell you something. Take that fucking take that fucking LeBaron and throw that shit in the fucking ocean. All right. Jump on one of these great white sharks. All right, because they're cash. They're straight cash tomorrow at the beautiful Wellness Steinberg Center or whatever. This is a lock. This is a fucking lock. I can't wait. Peter Luger's afterwards once again. Round on me. Let's go. Lock battle. Dundee, Bieniek, swimming with the sharks. All right? Yeah, swimming with the sharks. Mac doing this pussy warrior shit.
Warriors. Hey, when LIU's down 20, all you motherfuckers listening, don't be tweeting at me this shark shit. Let's go Warriors.
One thing you didn't bring up was the fact that the fucking Sharks are 3-2 at the Steinberg Wellness Center. Check your vitals, motherfucker. Check your vitals. 3-2 at home. Nobody walks in to the Steinberg Wellness Center and covers an 11-point spread. Done. Let's go. You're going to lose money. Think about that long and hard. Steinberg Wellness Center. All right. Bring your mother. All right. They'll check her fucking pacemaker at the half. There'll be a line at the water fountain. All right. Free cash.
Merrimack by 17.
North Alabama's at North Florida.
Ooh, yeah.
North Florida is laying 5.5. I'll take the Ospreys minus the points. What are you doing here?
I like the Ospreys too. They've been fucking really good at home. If you really dive into it, who's their one loss? High Point,
the Factory. Yeah.
I'm gonna lay it. This is actually a fringe lock for me on North Florida.
We got this is a banger right here. Sam Houston State at Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State's laying 2.5. I'm gonna lay the 2.5, but this game's actually pretty underrated game, man. Second. I guess Jacksonville State slid back to 7th, but they're better than that placing right now. What are you doing here?
Agreed. I'm locking Jack State. They're good in that arena. Pete Matthews Coliseum's gonna be rocking for Sam Houston. Let's go. Give me the Gamecocks.
Moneyline Mac taking the Gamecocks minus 2.5. Next up, we got Manhattan. The Jaspers are catching 9.5 at Mount St. Mary's. I'll take the 9.5.
I'll take the 9.5 too. Mount's got Quinnipiac on deck.
The chat's talking about Dundee. How much have you lost betting on the fucking Sharks? You might forget that the Sharks hit the fucking money line in Corpus Christi. They hit the money line in Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there
right now.
Just throwing that out there.
They've been not as bad as the chat thinks.
Anyway, we got you're on Manhattan, Mac.
Yeah, I love Manhattan. Let's go.
LIU's 10-10 ATS.
Yeah, and they hit the money line on that. That was a big spread. Yeah. Riders catching 4.5 at Fairfield. No. I'm locking up. I am locking up Fairfield minus 4.5. The best team in Connecticut. They got a coach that doesn't act like a whiny little bitch the whole 40 minutes. All right, he coaches instead of sitting over there throwing temper tantrums. Grayson Allen of the coaching industry. What are you doing here?
Lock battle. Give me Ryder. Ryder's fucking good. You keep battling me in these MAAC games.
Bring it on. You don't just walk into Fairfield. You're not gonna just be able to go into the Mahoney Center. All right.
Dogs always win in the MAAC.
All I know is Riders 3-11 on the road, buddy. 3-11 on the road. It ain't happening. Samford is at UNC Greensboro. Samford's catching 1.5 at Greensboro. This game is fantastic. I will watch this whole game. Yeah, for first place in the SoCon. Obviously, Samford 9-1 in their last 10, but also UNC Greensboro's 9-1 at home. Something's got to give. Give me Greensboro minus 1.5.
This is a lock. Greensboro revenge angle from January 11th. Samford's going to lose their second game in conference, and they're going to be tied with 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. Give me Greensboro. Lock it up. Fringe favorite play of the day. I love Greensboro.
I'm with you. Let's go. Greensboro minus the points. Fucking Sacred Hot is heading to the Real Blue Devils. The first place Real Blue Devils, Central Connecticut State, at the William H. Dietrich Gymnasium. I mean, why are we not locking up Sacred Heart plus 6.5 right here?
I'm tempted. Fuck the Blue Devils. I hate this team.
Let's go. Fucking Sacred Hot. Can I interest you in a fucking Sacred Hot and a Long Island fucking Sharks parlay?
Now you're pushing.
Just throwing that out there for the chat, the ponder, as we both lock up Sacred Heart. Do we have the Wagner Fairleigh Dickinson line? I couldn't find the Wagner Fairleigh Dickinson line.
I think it was like 1 or 2. Hold on real quick.
I thought Noah would have this memorized personally, but
Fair Dick's laying 2. They're laying 2 inches here.
I will lay the 2.
Yeah, I'll lay the 2 too.
Stony Brook's laying 3.5 at Elon. Duh. Give me Elon plus 3.5.
This line fucking stinks.
Yeah.
These teams stink. Give me Stony Brook. I don't know. No, give me Elon, home dog. I'm not betting this fucking game.
The Detroit, what are they? The Titans, Detroit Mercy Hospital. It's heading to just outside of Dayton, Ohio.
Oh God.
To take on Wright State at the Nutter. Great name, at the Nutter. Fairborn, Ohio. We got tragic magic. Rest in peace to Earl Curitan, former Houston Rocket, Charlotte Hornet, Detroit Piston. He's their play-by-play announcer. And yeah, don't overthink it. Hospital covers the big number. Let's go. What are you doing here?
Dude, I'm like scarred in this game. It's Wright State in fucking Detroit. Earl the Twirl.
Oh man,
Live dog.
This sucks, man. I hate getting old. Players that you grew up watching.
Yeah.
He wasn't even that old, man. Shit,
Plus 1,200 on the money line.
Rest in peace. No, I will not take the money line in this game.
I'm with you. I'm locking up Detroit. I'm right back on the wheel, baby.
18.5 points. The hospital. We're going to go to the hospital for a service. Let's go. Rest in peace to the great Earl, the Twirl, Curitan.
Detroit leads the whole game. Wright State pulls away and wins by 15.
I have to admit, I made a deal with Mac, and I said you cannot bet Detroit for the next 3 games until the IUPUI Valentine's Day game. And then this happened. This is a bet. We're not saying they have to win the game.
I've been saying
I personally think they win they're going to win their first game. I'm calling it right here. They're winning their first game when they host IUPUI, when he should be the color commentator on the call. That's going to be the special moment. They keep this one close for him. They win on Valentine's Day for him. Tragic magic.
Triple lock, Detroit, plus the points. Let's go.
Mercy.
Drexel is catching 3.5 points at UNC Wilmington. Woo-wee.
This is a fire game.
First place on the line in the Colonial.
Yep.
The Colonial. Give me Wilmington minus 3.5.
Should we bet Wilmington?
I kind of think so.
This is their league, man. I think they're better than Drexel. Like I like Drexel, but I think it's still Wilmington reminds them, hey, we're still the top dog in this league. They tie it up here. I'm locking up Wilmington, man. They like them in Charleston. They're the top.
I'll join you. Let's go. Wilmington Seahawks. Start your football program, you pussies. But I'm with you. I think we should consider this one too. I know they've burned us a lot this year, but Middle Tennessee's awful on the road. The Flamin' Libs of Liberty are laying 11.5. Let me tell you about Middle Tennessee's road performances. They lost by 23 to the Hilltoppers on February 3rd. On January 20th, they lost by 11 in New Mexico State. They lost by 14 in El Paso to UTEP. They lost by 21 in Murray, taking on Murray State. They did only lose by 6 at Southern Utah. That would be 1. But they also lost by how much is this? 35. 41 to St. Mary's. They also lost, by 12 to Ohio, and by 30 to UIC on the road. Feel like we should lock up Liberty minus 11.5.
I don't think I can do it. I've watched Liberty. They're so unathletic.
I just feel like Middle Tennessee just doesn't go on the road though. They just don't do anything on the road.
I feel like Liberty's going to win by 10.
I'm not going to lock it, but I might bet it. If I wake up tomorrow with a pep in my step, this is getting bet. Green Bay is catching 2.5 at Robert Morris. No.
Holy fucking Courtney Love. Holy fuck.
Bob Morris is currently in 9th place. That's what he's referring to in the horizon, taking on the team in 2nd place.
First. They're tied for first.
Are they? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Lock Robert Morris minus 2.5.
Yes. This is telling you what to take. Give me Bob Morris. I mean, holy fuck.
Wait, no, are you locking the Phoenix?
Yeah, you guys are getting too cute here.
No, we're not.
Yeah, you are. Robert Morris is dog shit.
A lot of people go to college for 7 years.
Robert Morris 15-point win.
Cocktail Napkins got Green Bay by 3.
Yeah, they're a first place team. Of course, the Cocktail Napkins got the chalk play here.
This fucking guy over there eating fucking Cracker Jacks every time I fucking put him on the fucking screen. Yeah.
I don't care. I'm going down with the ship. This line doesn't make any fucking sense. It's the too cute play of the day.
We got a battle. Dundee. Mac ride with the Colonials. Noah saying the Phoenix is going to continue to ride.
The first time these two teams played, Green Bay won by 17.
Okay.
They're winning
why is
the game.
Spread? This is you're proving
they're not going to win the game. Bob Morris by double digits.
They're winning the game.
Noah, you can stay here and talk about Iona because they're laying 2.5 at Niagara. He's not listening.
He's not talking about Tobin.
He's eating his Cracker Jacks.
Sunflower seeds, baby.
I feel like we should lock Iona. Am I crazy here?
Oh man, I kind of want to take Iona, but Iona, you can't trust Iona. They get up 20, then they fucking give up these leads.
I didn't realize Niagara's won 8 of their last 10. What's going on with them? I'll take Iona, no bet. Iowa's heading into State College. Iowa's laying 1.5. By the way, who are you taking in Iona Niagara? Did you take one?
I end up taking Iona, but I'm not betting it. Yeah. I know I didn't really give out a pick.
Who are you taking in Iowa, Penn State? I'll take Penn State plus 1.5 at home.
I'm locking Iowa. Penn State back-to-back road wins. We've seen this trend where teams win back-to-back on the road, come back home. A little bit of a letdown. Iowa, I like the spot here. Going to State College.
Woo! Moneyline Mac, locking up the Hawkeyes. Folks, before we get to the next game, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Super Bowl 58 Props Contest. We're giving away $1,000. Winner take all. What? Yes, and get this. It's free to enter. Pick 58 props for Super Bowl 58. Enter today, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/SB58. In the link or on the SGPN app, whatever. Just get in there. This is not one of those things where you sign up for an email address and you do all this crazy shit. Like we don't do it anyway. When there's no angle for us. You want $1,000 or not? Enter. Even if it's your kid's sister doing some shit. I don't know. Someone enter. It's for the chance for $1,000. What are you doing? We're also brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's US-based and available in 40 different states. P2P social betting is a new and better way to bet. Bet directly against your friends or other users on sports, politics, pop culture, and other events with verifiable outcomes. Plus, there's a ton of fun social features that give it a feel of a betting social network, so to speak. And get this, Cut offers lower vig and fully customizable odds. You can create your own bets, and Cut handles the payment side of things. You don't have to sweat, you don't have to pull out the brass knuckles to old Tommy. No, you don't have to do that. And get this, our partners at Cut are giving away $5,000 to the user who refers the most new depositors by the end of Super Bowl weekend. All you have to do is invite your friends to sign up for Cut via the invite friend button on the dashboard there and have them deposit before Monday. The user will get, essentially depositor referrals with $5,000 in site credit automatically added to their account next week. Whew. So what are you doing? Head to cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Use that promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. We're also brought to you by Game Time. Buying tickets to your favorite event shouldn't be that stressful. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all sports, music, comedy, and theater that is near you. With killer deals on last-minute tickets and their best price guarantee, you can stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for the fun you'll be having at that very event. So what are you doing? Snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app today. Create an account. Use that redeeming code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Once again, terms apply. CFBX for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right. Do we have a line on New Hampshire Bryant? Why am I not seeing that one?
Well, I don't see a line either. So I see bet splits, but I don't see the spread. So, guys, if you got a line on New Hampshire Bryant, put it in the chat.
I'll also say Northeastern and Campbell too. I haven't found.
I have that one.
What's that
is
one?
Northeastern is laying 2.
I'm on Campbell. I think Campbell's better.
I'm locking Northeastern. This is his time of year. Cohen, they're playing better. February. I love Northeastern here.
No lock for me.
Better
you can.
Let's go.
You love the lock Northeastern. Northeastern.
Better.
Back locking up Northeastern. Bryant is laying 5.5 against New Hampshire, or 5. Let's call flat 5. I will lay the 5 with Bryant. Actually, kind of think we should lock this.
That line kind of stinks.
Bryant sucked lately.
I mean, they've won 7 of their last 10 still.
They've lost 2 out of 3 is what Noah's alluding to. They lost to Maine.
They got 95 to UMBC.
Yeah, this could be a good get right spot for Bryant.
Let's ride it. Let's ride it. Give me the Bryant Bulldogs. Give me Bryant -5. Let's go. Jumping in?
Yeah. Yep. I like it. I'll pull the trigger.
Let's ride those Bulldogs.
I like this spot.
Delaware's getting 3.5 at Towson. Give me Towson -3.5. What are you doing here?
This is another good game in that league, man. The Colonial. I'll go Delaware. 1 possession game.
St. Peter's, the Peacocks are heading to the Aqueduct to take on Quinnipiac. Good God. Quinnipiac is laying 7.5.
No.
They're 10-1 at home somehow. They're 9-1 in their last 10. They won 9 straight.
No. This is fucking fool's gold. They're about to lose 5 in a row because they're the fucking Aqueduct. I'm tired of this shit. I'm locking up St. Pete money line. I'm sick of this shit.
I'm with you.
They're defying all the odds of the MAA.
I am so sick of this story. All right, I'm so sick of it. Give me them Peacocks plus the points.
Not how the MAAC is supposed to work. You're not supposed to win 9 in a row. You're supposed to win one, then lose as a 20-point favorite. Win as a 7-point dog, lose as a 6-point favorite. That's how the MAAC works.
Yes. Noah, can we get the Central Arkansas Jacksonville line? Not seeing that one either. UMass Lowell is at UMBC. UMass Lowell is laying 7.5. I'll lay it. I think UMBC's horrible.
I do too. They're so bad. I'll go Lowell. And UMBC just scored 115 points. They're going to score 25 to even out the scoring total for the year. Lowell might be lock worthy.
I think we should. Let's do it. Let's do it.
UMass
Lowell minus 7.5. Let's ride.
What are they, the fucking Wizards?
Jacksonville's laying 6.5 against Central Arkansas. Give me Central. Central Arkansas's been playing better.
Yeah, money line.
I mean, I kind of feel like we should lock this. They took Stetson to overtime last game. They did blow the cover in overtime, but they won against Kennesaw. They won against Lipscomb, who beat Florida State earlier. I mean, am I insane here for thinking? Give me the 6.5. Fringe lock.
No, I'm with you. I'm locking it. Give me Central Arkansas.
Right, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
The Bears.
Jacksonville to be laying this number.
Yeah, sprinkle that money line. Vermont's laying 8.5 at NJIT. System
Lock
play.
it.
System play. Let's go.
Triple lock this one.
Oh, there we go. Yes. I mean, I find these
under
lines
10 against JIT is criminal.
I find these lines insulting. Watch NJIT wins tomorrow.
Probably.
Triple lock on the Catamounts. Oakland is laying 1.5 at Northern Kentucky. It's a little stinky. Give me the Norse plus 1.5.
We should bet the Norse. They've lost 3 in a row. They just lost at home. They had a second half lead. Oakland, on the other hand, first place. Surprising. Everything comes back to the mean, baby. Give me NKU and the Norse. Lock it up.
All right. Let's ride. NKU plus 1.5 at home.
Great game.
Marist is laying 3.5 at Siena.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Thursdays are the best, man. 3.5.
You know, they played on January 21st.
2-point game. I was on Siena.
Siena's lost 6 straight. I will lay it with Marist. But I am not buying into the stink here.
The Saints are getting healthier here.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
No. I'm saying I'm on Marist.
The Saints are getting healthier here. I think this is a huge ass trap that books are laying because, I mean, when you look at a fully healthy Siena team, they're bad, but they're not as bad as like the stinkers they've been putting up. They had 4 straight sub 55-point games. That was when they were pretty nicked up. The last one against Mount St. Mary's, they scored 61, and they've scored more than 55 pretty much since December. So, and that's counting against a couple of good teams in Bryant, Bonaventure, UMass. This one smells like shit, but they're healthier, is what I'm trying to say.
You betting
I'm on Marist.
Dude, there's fucking 60 games. I ain't betting Siena. I'm just saying, like, this one, the
Coward,
reason why it
lock
smells
up.
is probably
Siena,
they're
you gave
they're
me all
healthy.
the reasons already. Siena's going to win outright. Let's go. Money line.
Money line Mag locking up Siena recklessly against my Red Foxes. I want to battle
That
you.
makes
No,
a good point.
I can't take Marist on the road.
Trap.
Well, because I know about Siena's injuries. Romo just sucks. Romo's just bad, and they always have been. They're not a good winning
No.
program.
They have not always been bad. They got a good coach,
Yes, they
Andy
have.
Toole. Andy Toole.
They have been bad. My entire college career, when I was in Pittsburgh, they were not a good team. The last
They beat
5
fucking
years,
Kentucky in the NIT one year.
they have not been good.
I'll push back on that all day. Bob Morris.
I remember them being.
They're not
but
bad.
I was thinking like 20 years ago they were.
How long ago are you referencing?
They've been getting promoted
Kentucky?
in leagues. They're obviously doing a good job. They got promoted to the Horizon from the NEC.
Doesn't mean
they won it every year.
All right. Can you give me the line on Memphis and Temple? Why do I not see that right now? Am I just
6.5?
9-14, 16-17, 8-24, 4-15. Oh, a winning 20-14 season, 18-17, 16-17, 14-19, 10-22. You want me to go further?
They play all fucking bye games, Noah. They play
Holy
all fucking
shit.
bye games.
But they had never the one win that, or I don't even know when the
NEC.
win is.
What are you talking about? They got promoted. They got promoted because they did a good job.
I don't get brain, man.
Memphis is laying 6.5 at Temple.
Oh, you're drunk. You're wrong here.
Who's drunk?
You're fucking drunk.
You're drunk.
Get the fuck out of here. Green Bay's losing by 20 tomorrow. Oh. 6.5 is the line.
I'm on Temple plus 6.5. You?
Temple all day. Let's go.
You locking that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll join you just because Memphis has got to prove it to me.
Dude, they suck.
They got to prove it to me. They've been so bad lately that I just can't. I gotta bet it. So. All right. Next up, we got Lemoyne is laying 2 at Stonehill. I'll lay it.
Yeah, I'll lay it as well. I struggle with this one.
Hofstra's laying 11.5 at Hampton. I'll take Hampton. Give me Hampton plus 11.5. What are you doing here?
Take Hampton.
The Mexicans are at Stephen F. Austin. I'm out on the Mexicans, by the way. I made shit with them the past couple times. They're catching 15.5 though, so I'm back in. Give me the Mexicans plus 15.5. That's a huge number.
Is this a trap?
They've been so bad lately. Did they quit on their coach?
Drilled on the road.
They get killed. When you get them away from the border, they're fucking awful.
It was a 7-point game last time they played.
Yeah.
I'm taking the 15.5. Let's go.
I'm taking Stephen F. I can't trust the Mexicans, man.
Omaha is catching 4.5 at North Dakota. Have we talked about North Dakota lately? You know they're in first place. You know they've won 6 straight. Fighting Hawks. Fighting Hawks have been doing it lately. Yeah. They're laying 4.5 against Omaha. I'm buying in. I'm laying the 4.5. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna lay it as well. I like it reeks because they are hot, but I trust North Dakota, man.
North Carolina A&T. Shout out to Terrell Furman Jr. They're catching 20.5 at Charleston. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it with Charleston. Dude, they've burned me this year. They're not the same as they were last year.
Yeah. Arizona State's catching 14.5 in Boulder. Oh boy.
We should bet this.
Oh man. Lay it with the Buffs, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're a completely different team. I was thinking about this the other day. Like Tad Boyle's been underachieving this year again. Yeah. I'll lay it with the Buffs though, because I just feel like they're going to fuck them up. You betting this?
Yeah. Colorado's going to fuck them up, man. Arizona State's quit. This is the same old Bobby Hurley, man.
Dude, so
I'm not
Colorado.
Yeah.
They're undefeated at home this season. And they are murdering teams at home this year.
Yeah. I like the Buffs. I'm with Noah here.
The only 2 close games were Washington and Washington State. Everybody else is a double-digit victory.
I'll take the Buffs with you, but I'm not betting it. You betting it? Double
I
lock?
am, yeah. Noah?
Yeah, all right.
Line Mac, Noah Bieniek, couple guys on a Buffalo. Kennesaw State's laying 1.5 at Elston P.
Whew. Should we take the Govs?
I think, yeah, give me the Govs plus 1.5. Don't bet this game. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take the Govs.
Queens is catching 8.5 at Lipscomb. Give me the 8.5.
Yeah, I'll take the points with Queens, but I only like to bet on Queens when they're at home.
Oral Roberts, St. Thomas. Do we have a line on that one, Noah? That I need that in Tarleton, Utah Valley. Hook me up. In the meantime, UMKC is catching 4.5 at North Dakota State. I'm going to take the Bison minus 4.5. What are you doing here?
I like the Bison. You know me, I'm a sucker for the Bison. I'll go down with the ship. Tommy's are laying 6.5.
I will lay it.
I'll lay it too. Or Roberts, brand name.
Utah Valley's laying 2.5 at home against Tarleton. Give me Tarleton to win on the road there. Wait,
I like Valley here. I'll go French lock.
Damn, Valley's still 7-2 at home though. You're right.
I know,
and they've lost 3 straight. Actually, you're right. You're right. I think we should lock this. Actually,
yeah,
I think we should lock
every time I bet the Wolverines at home, like they drop it using the home angle. So I'll stay off. I bet them twice. They didn't cover against Liberty. They didn't cover their last game. They were at home, and we bet them. I'll stay off. You guys can lock.
Let's bet. I want to lock Valley. I just feel like they're due.
I like it. Let's go Valley, baby. Let's go.
Valley minus 3.5. Shout out to the chat, Ryan Hasty. Appreciate you. Arizona is laying 6 at Utah. 5.5 also. I see some out there.
Place is gonna be lit.
Should we lock Utah?
Where's Utah in the bubble talk, Noah? They got to be somewhat in the. They're not in, are they?
They're on the bubble. I think they're on the wrong side of it. They played themselves off of it.
They need this.
Shotgun Napkins only got them +3. I think they're live to win it.
Pac-12 Network. Good luck finding it. They're 12-0 at home this year. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm with you. We got to lock it. Final time.
Shop around. Get that 6, folks. Get that 6.
The Big 12 game.
Yeah. It's a new Big 12 game. Montana's laying 6.5 at Northern Arizona. I mean, I feel like I should lay it, but I don't know. Northern Arizona's been fucking me lately on these.
You love Northern Arizona.
No, I'm still laying it, but I can't get a read on Northern Arizona. both ways that I take them.
Big Sky, baby.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna lay it, man. I can't trust Northern Arizona. I'm with you. Like they've lost 3 in a row. I actually am tempted to bet Montana because they're off the loss to EW.
Shout out to Jeff Sharp who says just arrived. Good call on Utah Valley. That's why I listen, and you guys do the talking. Denver's laying 3 at South Dakota. I'll lay the 3. Don't love it. What are you doing here?
South Dakota off the dogfight against their in-state rival.
Noah Bieniek close to the Denver Pioneer program.
I know, but yet he's not locking it.
Come on, Noah.
They're one of those teams that you just only bet them when they're at home.
All right. I kind of agree with Noah. I'll take the points at the Coyotes.
Montana State's getting 6.5 at Northern Colorado. Underrated Big Sky game here. Yeah. Both in the top 4. Give me Northern 6.5. Give me Northern Colorado minus 6.5, but I don't love it. What are you doing here?
Yeah, they won the first meeting by 9. Now you got the rematch. Montana State's off that embarrassing Idaho loss. I'm with you. I'll take the points with the Bobcats.
Tennessee Tech is laying 1.5 at SEMO. GBO Farms. Why are we not loading up on your Eagles, your Golden Eagles? Because it's a trap.
Sucks.
Give me SEMO plus 1.5.
Is this is the rematch of the OVC final last year? Boy, have they fallen 2-8 now.
Give me SEMO. What are you doing here?
Give me SEMO too. They're both just.
That game was chippy last year too. I think that was a chippy game, if memory serves me correct.
They played. Tennessee Tech won the first meeting. I like SEMO in the revenge.
Little Cock is heading to Western Illinois to take on the Leathernecks. Little Cock and Leathernecks. Give me Western Illinois. There's something about this Western Illinois team that's fun. They're in second place. It's a huge game for them to stay in the mix. Little Cock is also 3-6 on the road. Give me the Leathernecks minus 1.5. I might bet this by tomorrow. What are you doing here?
I like the travel spot for Western Illinois here. Little Rock played on Tuesday. Now that they got the fresher legs, you look at Little Cock. I mean, like I said,
we should lock this. Let's lock this.
Yeah, let's go.
Western Illinois minus 1.5. Double lock. Tennessee State's laying 4.5 at Lindenwood Penitentiary. Kind of feel like we should take Tennessee State. It's almost lock worthy, but I'll just say Tennessee State minus 4.5. What are you doing here?
I love these games at Lindenwood. Just when they have the camera angle at that place. Give me Lindenwood, I guess.
Eastern Illinois is catching 4.5 at Southern Indiana. Give me no. This is telling you. Give me Southern Indiana minus 4.5.
Kind of a little bit of a rivalry, I think. I think this was a dust up last year.
4-point game last year too.
Give me the Eagles.
Give me the Screaming Eagles minus 4.5. SIU is at Morehead State. Morehead State's laying 10.5. I'll take the points. I reluctantly take the points, even though Morehead just destroys all these fucking all these teams. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna lock up Edwardsville. Edwardsville's the last one to beat them. Edwardsville has been able to keep it close with them recently. Give me Edwardsville. Lock it up. Single digit game. Morehead by 5.
There you go. Portland State's catching 9.5 at Weber State. Give me the points in Portland State. What are you doing here?
I'm on Weber. I may lock this just tomorrow. Weber's better than their record. They've been stumbling. I don't know what's
They've been weird this year, though, man. I loved them early in the year when I caught them, but recently they've been weird. Sac State's catching 5.5 in Pocatello against Idaho State. Give me Idaho State minus 5.5. It's filthy, but that's for Bieniek. What are you doing here?
This line fucking stinks. Give me Sac State. I'm not betting those sorry asses again, though.
Southern Utah's laying 1.5 against Utah Tech. This is the what? Remember? They're right there. Last time I lost a lock battle on this one.
It was fucking rocking.
Yeah. But now they got to go to Tech. It's the opposite. This is the other side of this.
Yeah, Dixie.
They're like a fucking mile apart, though. Give me Southern Utah. I just can't take Dixie. I feel like Southern Utah fans are more likely to travel to a Tech school. What are you doing here?
I think I like Southern Utah again. I think they're better. I think Dixie sucks.
Florida Atlantic is laying 5.5 at UAB. Give me the Blazers and the points.
We know what UAB always does.
I feel like we should lock this, right?
Yeah, they play up to their competition, then they play down to their competition.
That stadium was lit last week, man.
Yeah, UAB's a lock.
Do we have a battle, Noah?
No, I'm going to lock the Blazers with you guys.
There you go.
Cocked on napkin thinks the wrong team's favored.
Woo.
Yeah, let's go. Blazers plus 5.5. Sprinkle that money line.
UAB beat them last year too.
Yes, they did. This is where they beat them too. I think they beat them at home. So,
yep.
UC Davis is laying 6.5 against Fullerton. Lay it. What are you doing here?
Yeah, probably lay it.
9-point victory for the Blazers at home last year.
Abilene Christian is catching 8.5 at Seattle. Give me AC plus 8.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, agreed. I'll take the points.
We got a huge game going on as first place UC Irvine travels to fourth place UC Santa Barbara.
This is a game.
Oh man.
You going to? Oh no, you.
I would love to. I'm thinking about it right now. I was like, gosh.
Is this the one you went to last year?
I went to this, but it was in Irvine. I didn't go up to Santa Barbara for it, but I think Santa Barbara. Give me Santa Barbara.
Should we lock them?
I think they're the more talented team, but Irvine's discipline is so fucking impressive.
I think this game comes down the wire. I think Santa Barbara. What they're 6-5 in league play. They're hovering around there. Irvine has won. They're 10-1. They have.
Let's go.
How many game lead they got? Let's go. Come on.
Let's go.
You got a game lead. Rivalry. Barbara all day.
UC Santa Barbara +3.5. Sprinkle that money line.
Could be a
Bakersfield.
Game.
Bakersfield's at Riverside. Riverside's laying 4.5. Riverside's playing better. I'm laying the 4.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I like Riverside as well. They have been playing a lot better.
Washington's catching 7.5 at Oregon. Give me the 7.5. I hate picking Mike Hopkins.
Is this the one he gets up for? I kind of think they're going to hang in this game.
Yeah, Washington +7.5.
Yeah, give me Washington.
You want the lock? The lock is right here. Washington State heads into Corvallis. Oregon State's getting 8.5. Give me the Beavers +8.5. Sprinkle a little bit on the money line here. Mac?
I'm battling you. I think Wazoo's going to drill them. I think Wazoo's rolling. They're fighting for an at-large bid. They got to keep winning. Let's go, Wazoo.
We got a battle in the Pac-12. Uh-oh. Wait.
Oregon State doesn't get drilled at home. What are we talking about?
Wazoo, why is this line so high?
Outright wins at home against Arizona State. Overtime loss to Stanford. Outright win against USC at home. And then in non-conference, they didn't lose at home. Oregon State shows up when they play at home. This is too many points. Washington State's at the top of the standings, but, I mean, is the quality of the roster really 8 points better than Oregon State? Come on. They got a better coach. Or at least the coach has been better.
Are you locking this up with me, buddy?
Yeah. Lock that up.
Let's go.
Yes.
I like the sprinkle on the money line, too.
Yes, sprinkle that money line. Dundee. Beat it. Say a nice Beaver.
What's our price in that money line?
That price. Yes. Take a little dabble. UT Arlington's catching 3.5 at Cal Baptist. I will lay the 3.5 with Cal Baptist. Mac?
Arlington's been a darling. Fringe lock Arlington.
It's a good game, man. That's another good game.
I know.
Cal Poly's getting 9.5 at Northridge. Give me Cal Poly +9.5. Shit, I might bet that.
Cal Poly, they got to pop up for one of these, right?
I just feel like it's a big number too. It's just they're not. You can't tell me Northridge is getting up for this one.
No, fucking Northridge is in fucking free for all. I like Cal Poly here.
Let's ride.
Let's go. Come on.
Mustangs +9.5 in Northridge. San Francisco is at Pepperdine. San Francisco's laying 9.5. Lay it. Pepperdine's horrible.
Yeah, lay it. Let's go.
We got one more game left, but before we do that, I want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL postseason with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching. Start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, we're back on the college basketball experience, and UC San Diego is traveling all the way to the island.
Game. Look at this game.
All the way, and UC San Diego, the Toreros only laying one on the island. I wonder why.
First place.
Give me Hawaii. I think we should lock Hawaii.
We should. Especially when Barbara wins, they're going to be like, hey, all we got to do is win and we'll stay in first place. Not so fast. The island gets it.
I like it. I like it a lot. And I like the fact I can watch that game late at night. Let's go. Hawaii +1 at home. And that is our show, folks.
Who are you kidding? You'll be doing this show while the games.
That's right.
Played.
That's right. I need to figure this out. I gotta start recording at 4 a.m. max time. You know what I mean?
There you
go. Top play of the day. It's a good question. This is such a fucking big ass slate.
You want me to lead it off?
What's that? Yeah, lead it off.
I like Greensboro. I talked about it early over Samford. I liked Furman in that spot against Samford, and I like Greensboro in this spot against Samford to give them their second loss and even things up in the SoCon.
Noah, do you have your top play of the day all pinpointed, or should I?
Yep. Utah +6. Every time that Arizona's hit the road in conference play, loss by 18 to Stanford. They were in a dogfight to Cal. They lost at Washington State. They crushed USC. Let's get that out of the way. They lost at Oregon State, and then they were in a dogfight against Oregon at Utah, where they're undefeated at home. I think they're fringe. I even called for the money line earlier. I think they might win it outright, but 6 points. Give me the 2 possessions. Lock it up. Favorite one.
When you can't find something that just stands out to you, just say, "Oh, wait a second, there's a system game tonight." Vermont minus, what was it, 8, 7.5? I forget the fucking
Vermont
number.
8.5.
Minus
8.5.
Against NJIT. And if I had to pick a second, I think it'd be either Oregon State or Lowell. How about you, Mac? If you had to pick a second, what would you do?
Bob Morris.
Ooh,
I love Bob Morris.
Shots fired.
Bob Morris smash spot tomorrow. Let's go. This is Green Bay out of here.
Folks, give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. College baseball experience is firing away left and right. Great episodes. So check all that shit out. And Moneyline Mac's on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. Give us a follow. Big 12 experience obviously is kicking ass as well. When you guys recording next?
Friday, so tomorrow with the opening lines.
What are you doing,
Saturday.
folks? Get on over there and check out the Ryan and Rush show as well. I got the ACC preview coming out on the college football experience. Check that out. And we have the FCS college football experience as well. And don't forget about the sports gambling podcast. They're in Vegas all week. You know, that's good that I had a kid because 8 days in Vegas seems like 8 days in Vegas. It's tough. Anyway, folks, check out the sports gambling podcast. Check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast as well. Old Fashioned Football with J Mark doing great work as well. And yeah, let's go. Until next time, this is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are. I was at 1% on the soundboard.